Hi guys, I'm Adam. I've got Chroma from Leeds Fest today. How are we doing?
Ah, right. How are you?
All right. So, what are your thoughts on Leeds at the minute? Like, have you had a look around or?
It's a lovely place, and everyone is really, really nice. Like a bit.
So it's your first time in Leeds as well, isn't it? Yeah.
It's actually our first gig in England.
Bloody hell. You got an all right one then to like start off with.
Not bad.
So, who would you say like your must-see acts of the weekend? If you could only pick 5 to see.
Ooh.
Marmoset's definitely.
The thing is, one of my must-see acts, I can't actually see them because they're on today and we're in Reading, and then we're going down to Reading. But Idols.
Idols, yeah, good shout.
Yeah, absolute class. Tiger Cub is up there. I need to see them again.
Tiger Cub are very, very good.
Of course, Haim.
Yep.
Maybe Liam Gallagher.
I think that's
everybody.
Have we gone over?
Yeah. I think everybody said Liam Gallagher as well at the minute, so like everyone's going mad for that. So you guys have pretty much just come off stage. What was your set like? Good reception?
Yeah, it was really good. Really good.
We played a couple of Welsh songs, which we were intrigued to see what the reaction would be.
How did they go down? All right, yeah.
Yeah, they were right. I mean, there was one girl at the front that just knew all the words to all the songs, which was great. So
we were just pleasantly surprised when it happened.
We were like, what? I was like, what? You? Sorry, you are. But yeah, it's fab. Really good.
So, like, for people that haven't heard you before, how would you like describe yourself to like potential new listeners?
Ooh,
that individual in the band.
Yeah, it's kind of like we kind of describe ourselves in different ways, but we are kind of a mathy lady singer fusion with
fat bass tones.
Fat bass tones. Yeah, no.
I had to get my own plug in then.
Basically, like, we are a band which doesn't use guitars, because, like...
guitarist? Well, you got a bassist that can split into a guitar amp as well.
Yeah.
Just save that the price, it's great.
Don't always need bass, that's fine. So what would be like your festival survival tips for people that have never been to a festival before?
Pack extra knickers. You never know when...
You're going to shit
Plenty
yourself.
of water as well.
And of course, plenty of money, because the bars here are very expensive.
Have you said how much a sausage roll is? £4, man.
£4.50.
What the hell?
You can get a pack of like 20 for
At
that.
least 20.
So
Fucking
How many sausage
hell.
rolls would you be able to get from Greg's for that? Like,
At least 20.
For
What?
2 quid, so you
Died.
get 8 from Greg's, but even then, Greg's are steals. So
or if you go to Iceland and
Exactly.
like, cook them yourself.
It's mad because I'm halfway through and I do not value it at £2.25. That half. That's mad.
I do. How good a sausage roll has to be?
I thought it'd be like at least a big one, but it's not. It's like this.
Like a
I'm
foot
gonna be
long.
honest with
It's
you.
like one of them Morrison special
We're talking
foot
the mic.
ones. But nah, mate.
No, but I had one of those sausage rolls, and in all fairness, it was a pretty good sausage roll. I'd
On
give
a
it
scale
probably
of
a 9
1 to
out of
10, where
Yeah,
would we go?
And I mean, we had a food token for it, so we didn't have to
So
worry.
it wasn't really £4.
Sack me, the
but I mean,
sausage connoisseur.
Yeah, but equally, it's like you didn't have to pay for it.
It was a free sausage roll, technically.
Sausage roll,
If
see
I
what
had to pay
happens.
for it, then I wouldn't have paid for it. So, but let's put it
No,
that
I don't
way.
think anybody's going to
Nice
pay
one.
for them. They'll be left over at the end of the festival, I think.
We'll come back.
There we go. You could be able to sell them on at a profit with that looking the way they're going.
Pound a flake.
That's it, exactly. So, going back, I don't know if you've noticed Festival Republic may apply to you guys, launched a new scheme called Rebalance, which is an aim to get more women into music, with that being the band, or if it's like the backstage production kind of thing. Do you feel like this is an issue that underlines the music, and have you guys ever encountered anything like that that's maybe put you off?
Definitely. We've actually written a song about it, and it basically, like, since we started the band, it's like, it's interesting the way being a girl in a band, the boys' reaction to some of the stuff I get.
Yeah.
Like, whether it be someone turning around to the boys and be like, oh, I'm going to shag her after the show.
You know.
And, or...
It was a nightmare.
And or something like just someone cutting over me, or something like I do, people asking me a question and then they'll double check with the boys.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, all right, she's already answered that perfectly well. And you know, it's kind of like sexism. It's a difficult subject because I didn't sometimes, like, as a girl, you don't know what's happening because, like, you're in this industry.
That's
and
it, yeah.
You just want to do well and you want people to respect you, but so you kind of like pave over it. But then
so you take a back step and you're like, all right, well, if you're
yeah,
going
like,
to say
okay,
that,
I can
whatever.
take this because I got 2 other people in the band, and you know, that's fine. If you're a whatever then. But like, yeah, nah, I think things like that are absolutely essential because, like, you need more girls in bands. It's like the thing is, at the moment, it's like okay, it's a niche thing to have a girl in the band. It's a bit different. It's like nah, like every girl sings differently.
That's
Everyone's
it,
an
yeah.
individual.
And it's great as well because like back home, there's like events that are promoting that sort of thing to the point where it was only me and you were the only guys on the bill at one point, and it was great.
Yeah.
And it's really good from our perspective anyway, because we now would question things that we necessarily would ask a woman or whatever at a gig. That we'd kind of take a step back and say, oh, okay, is that okay to say? How would a lady interpret that coming from a bloke? So it's
Like
it's really good.
equally, like I think nowadays people are challenging kind of the way girls get treated at gigs. So you go to a gig, like I think Vanta got a song called Parking Lot, and it's like, okay, it's not okay for you to touch my bum.
No.
It's not okay for you to, you know, it's quite predatory really. And it's like, nah, I'm here to have a good time. Stop looking at my boobs. Like,
Quote of the day.
That is it there, right there. So, talking more about yourself, so like music plans have you got for the rest of the year? Got any singles, albums, EPs, anything in the pipeline?
Really, isn't it?
yeah, whip them out.
We've got a single that we're re-releasing off our last EP that we've got remastered, which is currently on radio at the moment. We're releasing officially on the 27th of October. It's called Vampires. We'll have a music video leading up to that as well.
Potentially.
There will be a music
Potentially.
video leading up to that one.
Recording like a song called about kind of ladies in bands, and like kind of it's a really poignant song for us because it's like, you know, it's really close to our hearts, and I think people want to watch that and be like, yeah, nah.
Just empowering it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not about for us. It's like it's kind of like this equality thing, and oh, she's feminist. It's like no, I don't be like stop labeling me as a feminist as a negative thing. It's
No.
like, you know, it's, you know, I just want to be treated equally. I don't want you to like look at my boobs and touch my bum and call me sweet tat. Like,
I mean, that's the name of
I've
the
got-
single right there. So, what would you say is like your favourite part of recording and the worst part of recording?
Oof.
Worst part, sampling my drums, where we'd set up the whole of the kit.
Everybody says drums are the
Yeah,
worst part.
And usually you just want to go in, you just want to bash it all out and get the tracks done, but then you're there for about 4 or 5 hours before you actually get to record anything, just hitting drums individually, trying to get that sound right. But yeah.
It has
I
to
don't
be
have that
done.
problem at all. I just love recording. I know. But you know, I tried bass, drumming on the bass, didn't quite work, did it?
Basically, Bev, because we haven't got guitars, like kind of done in like we all got our certain sections. So it's like a recording for us. It's like, oh, it's your turn. It's your turn, right? And then like I'm at the Bev's before me, and then it's like you got to record like bass and guitar, whatever. I don't really understand it. I don't understand it more that, but it's like okay, my turn, and then you got like until the end of your time to like kind of finish it. So it's like, here we go, right?
Yeah. Because like when you can pretty much get all yours done, and then me and you top and tail depending on how your voice is.
And then there's him like in the back with his feet up.
Cup of tea in hand.
Yeah, we stay at the studio, we record out as well, so as soon as my drums are done, I
That's
can
it,
just drink
chill
for
out.
the rest of the weekend. And
And it's like us like busting our whatever is like, oh, like yeah, the last EP, our last EP is out at the moment, so check that out. But there's plenty more to cut.
Some people want to think of the negative, but that was it. Watching you not do anything
What I think
while we're doing stuff.
I'm sat at the back while they try
That's it.
everything else, just in my pajamas, my feet up with a can in my hand.
That's the best way to be. Yeah, that's all right, man.
thing is, it's like, oh, we're like preparing. We're like, all right, okay, preparing. Like, gotta look after myself. Bev's gotta look after himself. And then at the end, you're just there with your feet up and a can. I'm thinking, you absolute.
So, what would you say are your main influences at the moment? And is there anything that you want to experiment with musically?
Oh.
I'm going to say Tiger Cup again, because I'm just obsessed, and they're the only band in my life right now, apart from Chroma, and I love it. And I guess just the way they build up and make distorted masters, it's a new kind of production I'm not really familiar with, and it's cool. So I want to get more into that, hopefully, at one point.
That'd be cool.
I'm all about like kind of bands like Vant and Idols and Cabbage, who kind of really experiment with like different kind of ways of writing a song, and who don't really care about like hurting people's feelings if the message is right. Like, you know what I mean? Like the message is bang on in so many of their songs, and I kind of that's really inspirational, really.
I'm just going to say Marmozets. I mean,
Oh, yeah, Marmozets.
I love the
Marmozets.
time signatures. I love the switch between the heavy to the soft because they can go from the one end to the other so quickly that it's just kind of it's just mad.
And
Makes me think.
Connoisseur.
She's a boss. She's an absolute boss.
So going back to you guys, what kind of tour and show plans have you got coming up after playing the festivals?
We've got quite a lot planned at the moment.
Festival number 6 in a couple of weeks. We're
Yeah, I've
headlining
seen
the
that.
Bassoon
Hopefully we
stage.
might be there as well. So
After that, we've got no.
I've seen you've announced quite a few shows, and you're constantly announcing them as well.
Yeah.
So you must be doing quite a
So
fair
we've got
bit.
a little tour at the end of September, which we're doing Bath and Bristol, then Hoyfest. Then we're playing with Pretty Vicious in our hometown, and then we're playing with Peace Idols in Tramshed at the end of that month. And then we take a bit of a break for recording then, and then get back out there then.
Yeah, work out our 2018 and go from there.
Awesome. So going back to playing shows, what would you say is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you at a festival or at a show?
I got mine. I've got. Are you ready for mine to relive mine again? Yeah. We all got our waters and stuff, and Katie and Zach were
This is an interesting one.
we're very wise.
I'm partly to blame for this one, I feel.
Oh no, it was all me. That was all me. It was daft.
Right.
Oh no, totally. I mean, basically we played a set, we finished it. I went mad, a bit of a wireless speed, adrenaline was pumping, it was all good. Put a pint of water on top of the guitar amp, and then for some reason managed to knock it, and it all went across nearly all the plugs.
Ah, shit.
And with a band called Trampoline, and their bass amp literally just had to get like almost serviced really quickly, about 15 minutes. Luckily, it was all fine, but
Yeah.
just the whole time I was just like, oh my god, why did I just do with that?
You go first.
Okay. So my one will be occasionally, if there's not enough girls on the bill, then I'll chuck a dress on, kind of even it out a bit. But this one time I had my nice little, it was around Christmas time, I had my nice little Star Wars boxers on, just chilling, I had this low-cut skirt thing on, and so we were playing halfway through a song, and this girl at the front literally just ducked down, pointed straight up to like what you could see down there, and she went, "Look at his boxers!" And then she was too drunk, so she got kicked out after that.
Brilliant.
But I was sat there just like, I feel objectified.
Fuck.
And it's the opposite way around,
There
which
you
is
go.
weird.
That's
So-
it. There you go. Different side of the spectrum.
I don't know. I've fallen over a few times. We played. We won an award this year. Really lucky. We won Cards Music Awards. Kind of like a little. And we played Cards Music Awards as well. And at the time, I had this really dirty, horrible scar because I don't look after myself because I'm stupid. And, anyway, I fell on the floor like that, and I couldn't get back up. And then I looked down at the end of the set, and there was just like blood squirting from it. And I was just like, "Oh my god!" The thing was, it was like the second song in as well, so people were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like,
This projectile is great.
Goes with the feel of the show.
it's like blood, sweat, and whatever.
So, what advice would you give to smaller bands that maybe want to make it to your level? Touring a lot, playing festivals, having the ability to go out there and make music.
One tip each.
Just be nice to people. Just get out there as much as you can. Email whoever. Doesn't matter if you're not gonna get an email back. Don't feel like you're pestering people, because at the end of the day, if you get your name out there, then that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Just speak to promoters. Look for local gigs in your area. Pick a show that you really want to get on. Email that promoter. Say, look, I'm really interested in playing this show. Here's a couple of tracks.
Yeah.
What's the chances of us playing this show or whatever?
I think just work hard and be nice. Work hard and be nice, and that's the thing. See, like, and work on your music as well, and really enjoy your music, because like if you don't enjoy it, then
There's
people
no
out there are
point.
not going to enjoy it.
No.
So you enjoy your music and you stick to your guns. Be nice to people and just work hard.
And don't spill water on amps.
Don't spill water.
No. Don't fuck shit up.
So,
Especially not like a custom, like what was it like a?
oh yeah, a priceless, non-modifiable bass amp.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
So,
Of a kind.
I think they were right with us in the end, but they were fine.
It was a bit funny.
Bottled
I
water.
don't blame them.
so finally, you got any final messages for anybody watching back at home?
Go on your internet browser, type in
http://
www.
Chroma band. Is that right?
Chroma.band. We were doing so well.
So close.
Yeah, just find our music there. Keep up to date with whatever gigs we're doing, and just send us some of your music. Like if you're playing in bands and you want to jump on a show that we're playing on, then just send it our way and we'll try and arrange it.
The handles are Chroma Band UK, all one word.
Awesome, thanks so much.
Watch this space.
Yeah. Ooh. Nice one, thanks so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you much.